Hey guys, in this lesson we're going to look at two different ways to divide polynomials and how this is beneficial when we're looking at functions. So the first way is long division, and you should have done this back in your algebra class, but we will go ahead and review. Remember that the term before the division sign is your numerator and the one after is your denominator. And when you write this out, the denominator goes on the outside. And let's see, let's make that a little closer down here so we don't run into up there. And the numerator goes on the inside. Okay, and we're going to look at this first term x and figure out what do we have to multiply by in order to get x squared. So x times x is x squared, and then we have to make sure that we put our x in the right place outside up here. And so x is a term that is a like term with minus 2x, so we're going to put the x up here. So x times x is x squared, and again we're going to line up our like terms, and then a minus 6x. Remember, we have to subtract, and subtracting is like adding the opposite. So we're just going to change the signs for both of these so that we can add straight down and then carry down the next term. And again, do the same thing. So we're going to repeat that again. X times what is 4x? Well, x times 4. So we have to add 4 here. It's a constant, so we're going to put it over the constant, and then we're going to distribute the 4 and line up our answers. So we get 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times a negative 6 is a negative 24. And then we're going to add the opposite, so change your signs, and then add them together. And we get negative 29, and a positive 24 is a negative 5. And this term has a lower degree than our term outside, so that means we're finished. So this is actually our remainder. And so our answer is going to be x plus 4 minus 5 over x minus 6. Remember, our remainder always goes over the number out here. And this is the answer when we divide. Okay, that is long division. I think you should have also learned synthetic division. We're going to go over that as well. So instead of all of these extra steps, we only are going to use the coefficients in front of each term. And so first thing we have to do is we have to find the solution for this denominator. So x minus 4, we're going to put a 4 out here because that would be, if we set that equal to 0, that would be what would make that 0. And then we're going to write all of our coefficients in descending order, and we have to fill in zeros for the ones that are missing. So x to the third is 1, x squared is a 0 because it's not here, x is a negative 16, and x to the 0 is positive 9. Okay, and then remember we drop down this first term and leave it where it is. And then we're going to multiply the diagonals and then add on the vertical. So 4 times 1 is 4. So that goes in the next spot. And then we add straight down. 0 plus 4 is 4. Multiply. 4 times 4 is 16. That goes in the next spot. Add straight down. Negative 16 plus positive 16 is 0. And then multiply the diagonal. 4 times 0 is 0. And then add straight down. 9 plus 0 is 9. And this is my remainder. So my solution now, we have to be careful because if you notice, we started with x cubed. Okay, but we divided by x. And so that means that our answer here is going to be an x squared term. So this is 1 times x squared, which is just x squared, plus 4x plus 0 plus our remainder, 9 over x minus 4. Okay, and that would be the solution. And that's the method using synthetic division. And mathematicians tend to lean towards synthetic division because there's a lot less writing and a lot less work that you have to show. Still evidence, you're still showing your thought process and how you got your answers. It's just a bit of a shortcut.